We're almost there now with the women's season. So what's the state of play with pre-season for you lot?
Pre-season's been going well. We've been in for, was it 3, it's going into our 4th week now. Girls have been working really hard. We've got a real good bond among the group, and we're just looking forward to getting going, really.
Obviously I'm outside that group, but every time I put a story up there, you seem to have either somebody re-signing and rejoining, or a new face. Is it a new look squad?
Yes, a little bit. A few players have moved on, a couple have moved into the league above, which we wish them good luck for, and a few others have relocated. So we've had to go on a bit of a recruitment drive this summer, which we haven't had before, but we brought in not just good footballers but good people as well, and especially with some of the returners, the conversations you have with them about their experience at the club and how they're finding it now, and there just seems to be a bit of a buzz about the group, which is great.
How do you do recruitment? Bear with me on this, but at the level that you are, you haven't got the recruitment team that the first team have, the men's first team have. How do you go about recruitment?
There's a variety of ways. Watching games and knowing people from in different areas and different situations is always very helpful. But everyone that we've signed so far, we brought them in first to get a feel of them, as I said, as a person and as a footballer, and see how they fit into our group. Because that'd be the last thing I want to do was bring someone in that would upset the apple cart, especially when I feel like we've been building so well over the last couple of years.
It's that's the key word. It's building, isn't it? It's not suddenly bang, got a great women's side.
Yeah.
You had to build it not almost from scratch. You had to build that.
Yeah, I guess it was after our
the change of the structure.
Yeah, the change of the structure is a good way to put it. So the thing that we've said to the girls, and the thing that we've worked on, is we get better either week on week, month on month, year on year, however you want to look at it. And if you look back at what we've done and how we've worked, that is true. And we want to continue to try and work that way.
Last season it was stop-start for all of us, but for your team in particular, it took ages for the season to start. Then there was a big gap in the middle. Then it ends early. I mean, I'll use the word frustrating, but ultimately very, very frustrating for you guys.
Yeah, it was. I don't think we were able really to get into our full swing of things. Like we had a 3-month break between fixtures at the start of this calendar year. We had 2 of our first 5 games rearranged, so it was a bit frustrating, but within that I think we had a 12-game unbeaten run.
Somebody's drag racing behind you. If that's your team, you've got problems. Yeah, you had a great. Yeah. You were a streaky team, weren't you? You had a run of wins and then a couple of weeks with no games. It was a streaky season.
Yeah, it was, but I think it went to the character of the girls, especially when we had a 3-month break and then we played 2 games in 4 days, and we were playing against teams that had been playing regularly, and we were able to grind, for lack of a better phrase, grind out 2-1 results. Just shows the character of the group we have, people around we have, that they dug in, fight for each other, and that's what we're building on.
Would it help you if you could get crowds in before the men's team starts getting crowds? And it would help you surely, because people are desperate to watch football. They're desperate. The badge you're proudly wearing today, it would help you, wouldn't it, to be out there first?
Yeah, absolutely. Our fixtures obviously came out today, and fortunately we're not home until, I think it's the 4th of October is our first home game. But
would you think crowds will be in by then?
Yeah, they will be for our games. We're fall under a different criteria to what the men's team do, so if anyone wants to come and watch any of our away games, please feel free to. But yeah, we'll have, because we play at Oxford City at Court Place Farm there, we have a certain capacity that we can meet, but we can have fans in from our first home game.
I think it's important. There's a few things, obviously I'm around it and we talk quite a lot, but fans out there don't know these things. The standard, you're in the National League. Explain for the people at home the structure of the women's leagues and where you are.
Yeah, so we're in the National League South, which, if you look at the men's structure, is the equivalent to League One. Yeah. So we've got the Super League, same as the Premiership, Championship, same as the Championship, and then we fall underneath that.
And the connection between you and the first team, it's the same ethos, it's the same badge, it's the same. The way that Carl likes to run things is very similar actually to the way you want to run things, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe so. I've been told so anyway. To be fair to Carl, Carl's been brilliant. He's very approachable with quite a few things, and every time I pop down to the training ground, he always takes a minute out of his time to say hello, have a conversation. We're starting to get more and more integrated into what's going on here at the main site. Obviously, I know we operate at different timings and that, and but I think everything from our side of things, we're growing and we're becoming more the fabric at the club.
Was it frustrating that the crowds were there when you were WSL? There were bigger crowds, and you haven't. I don't know if it's the standard or whether it was changed to a winter season, which did it a little bit annoying that the crowds haven't quite got to the level they were before.
Yes and no, but I think when the FA did the restructure, I think they expected there would be a little bit with that, because now you're competing against Sunday television matches. So we play at 2 o'clock, and Arsenal, Chelsea are playing on the telly, or a game like that.
Yeah.
You're gonna get your fair weather fans who want to watch that, which is understandable.
Yeah.
But I know that from talking with our fans and people who come to watch the games, we play a nice, attractive brand of football, and we hope that people are entertained with what they see when they do come by.
This will sound like I'm political this side. I'm not. The club is backing you as well, because there's a development side, isn't there, which is a massive, massive step for you.
Yeah, absolutely. And for the fact the club has supported us, given the current circumstances and what's happened, shows I think an intent from the club, and obviously a belief in what we're doing. Like if we weren't in the place where we are as a first team, I don't think they would support us with the development team. And I think if the club as a whole wasn't in the position that it's in, again, it wouldn't support us in the way that they do.
You got the same buzz. I was just talking to Carl 2 minutes ago. You got the same buzz about the season being nearly there. You must have.
Yeah, I can't wait. It's been, we've had 5 months to stew on it. Obviously a little bit longer than what the men's team had, but we're looking forward to it, and it's nice getting back to training with the girls, and they're looking forward to it as well. And we can't wait till we play Gillingham that first game of the season.